on my own, now they want me gone. Never thought I'd make it, now they seeing greatness. They second guessing me, slowly driving me in. I'm gonna be beating on my craft day and night, and I won't stop until they call me the greatest.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Hoop. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good, Joy. How you doing?
Good. All right, so let's jump right into it. Here's our top 10 for the past 2 weeks. Those were some killer top 10s for the past 2 weeks. We're going to head right over to Tyler so he can give us our standings.
And here are the standings after week 4. All right, number 1, Wolverines 4-0. Number 2, Blazers at 4-0. Number 3, Black Ice at 4-0. Number 4, Chargers at 2-2. Number 5, Panthers at 2-2. Number 6, Global Impact at 1-3. Number 7, Savages 1-3. Number 8, Redhawks 1-3. Number 9, Titans at 1-3. And last but not least, Bulldogs 0-4.
All right, guys. So we have a lot of teams that are at 1-3. I mean, let's talk about it. What's really going on?
Tyler, you want to start?
I mean, Titans are on that list at 1-3. And a lot of our problems have been just closing out games. Those last 2 minutes, who wants it more? Smart plays, smart decisions. As far as other teams in the league, I mean, it's a lot of competition out there. And a lot of these games have been very, very close too. So 4 games in, 1-3, I mean, there's still a lot of games to go, but you just got to step it up.
Yeah, you got to
close out the games,
Titans. Who else?
Redhawks, Savages, and Global.
Savages, yep. I know Savages. I know they're actually still trying to find their identity. But I think this last win, I think they saw something. They got a little breakthrough. So I'm thinking they're coming up. Titans. I mean, those games were so close, man.
Yeah.
Like it could have went either way. So it's one of those things where the Titans have been on that losing end, and it's like when it's that close, it's like, man, if we did A, B, C, or D a little different, we would have won that game. I mean, that's kind of rough. The Savages, I think the Savages really need to take responsibility. I think holding them accountable, each other accountable.
Right.
I just think they want to point the finger to everybody but themselves. I think that's an issue. So, I mean, it's crazy. And Global,
They got still some details they got to put together, but they're coming along. They
Yes.
are. And Jay Daniels, who you're going to see in the commissioner's corner. I mean, that's one guy right there that you put the ball in his hands, and like his name, the suspect, you might catch a body. You never know.
Right. But yeah, Jay is very good. Travis makes that team run a lot too. Now, the one thing I will say, this last game with them, Travis was off a good bit, which really made a difference because when Travis is hot, that team goes like it really goes. But Jay, I think Jay is kind of filling in that spot, and he's still trying to learn the team. So, when you're a new player, it's a little different. You don't want to go in and just try to do everything at one time. But I think he's really filling in the spot of Travis. So when Travis is off, he can be on. Now, if both of them are on, I think they're going to be trouble. Right. So, but like I said,
Redhawks too. The Redhawks got their first win, and they looked rough those first two games.
They did.
But that last game, they kind of got together. They locked it down. They said, "Okay, it's time to play."
Yep. And one thing about the Redhawks too, news flash, they have a new addition to the team as well. They actually acquired a big, one of my guys. Yeah, I'm a little salty.
Yeah.
So,
see
but
that.
at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. It's a brotherhood thing. So,
For sure.
he needed to go there. So
That's gonna make a great addition.
it makes a great
that makes that team the top contender right there.
Exactly. So, but before he even came, I mean, you looking at Larry, how Larry has really got his game together. It's like, okay, I know nobody can stay in front of me. I'm driving. Okay,
Every time. Darius, Mr. CEO.
Mr. CEO has been working on his game. Like, I know personally why he's working on his game. I'm not gonna tell you why, but I know personally. Well, I mean, I'm old, so I can't say he's getting old. He's still a spring chicken to me. So,
When
but
he gets locked in, he's locked in.
yeah.
For sure.
One thing I will say, Darius has been working hard. I know personally, so he's doing a great job. And then Joe
could turn out to be something great. I mean, Joe's got the dribbling, the jump shot. He's a good facilitator too.
Yep.
I mean, and then you're adding the big man into it, and you already got Larry there.
Yep.
I mean,
Joe is very cerebral. I will say that Joe, he thinks the game a lot. I love players like that. He's doing a good job. So, like I say, it can be any given Saturday or Sunday. When it comes to our teams right now, the standings can flip flop very easily.
Sure.
Especially with these teams, I think, coming together, and the talent level that we have. A lot of it is new players.
Yeah.
Trying to fill that stuff out.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. So I don't think, for the most part, these teams are what their record says.
And a lot of teams will start coming together, especially like my team. I got 12 people that can all do something. And putting them together is hard work. But when they get together and they gel together, it's going to be a tough team.
It is. Now, the one way to jail, though, I'm salty, so I always have to say this. The one way to jail is practice. A lot of these guys need to practice. I mean, they think they're there, and they're really not there like they think they are. And if you're there as an individual, but your team is not there,
What are you to that team?
you get what I'm saying? So you have to understand that you got to put the work in together, because it's called a team for a reason.
Chemistry.
If one person is getting off, and then the other team, the opposition, knows that one person is who they need to stop. I mean, if everybody else is not doing anything, so that's how I feel about it. Practice is very important, and I think a lot of people right now on these teams are not taking practice seriously.
Cool. All right, so basically, guys, get to practice. We gotta get it. So we're gonna head on over to our Commissioner's Corner. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Let's Hoop. This segment is called Commissioner's Corner, and we have a special guest with us today, Jay Daniel. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh man, I'm great. Jay Daniels, you're a new player here, man. So what led you to this league? Like, how did you hear about us or see us?
I was actually getting prepared for a championship game in another league, and before we played, the league was actually playing, and just the way it was set up and everything that you all had going on with the league, I was intrigued by it. And after I won a championship in that prior league, I had already decided I was going to come over and give SkyWest an opportunity.
I got you. So when you say opportunity for you to win a championship here, is that what you're saying?
Opportunity for me to experience, the atmosphere that SkyWest was bringing, to the area that we was in at the time.
Okay, that's cool. So you were attracted to like the you're talking about the online stuff and live streaming and some of the stuff that we do with like the draft and everything like that.
Of course, just to be a part of the whole ordeal, so to speak. The draft, seeing the games online, just the outs and in of actually being a part of something like the NBA.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. So we know you. I mean, I've seen you play for a minute. I remember Red 1. That's who you were in the draft, and I was like, man, whoever got the first pick should pick Red 1. I was always like that, but you ended up going, what was it? Second or third? I think it was third. How did that make you feel, though?
I mean, I felt good just to be drafted in general. I didn't really have a specific number where I was going to be drafted. Just as long as I got to be, just as long as I got opportunity to be a part of the team, be a part of the league and experience what I'm experiencing now.
Well, man, I'm telling you were high on everybody's list. I can tell you that.
I appreciate it.
So you came out there and did your thing. But so as we're going through the season, you're doing your thing. I know your team's 1-3, but I know you're doing a great job. How do you feel about your team at this point right now? What do you think you guys need to do to kind of make that record a little bit better record?
I feel great, actually. Like you said, we're 1-3, but we're in a great spot. Our upcoming game next week against the Bulldogs, we actually have a chance to move into the 4th position in the standings. It's a lot of great talent. All the teams are pretty good. We're actually losing late in games, but that's something as a leader on the team I have to fix within us and go from there.
Right. Well, I heard a birdie say something about a guarantee. Is that something?
Oh, for sure. Me personally, I guarantee we will make the playoffs this year.
Y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it here first.
Suspect, the Global Impact Warriors will make the playoffs.
All right. And speaking of suspect, so as everybody know, I announced the games, yada yada. But this is all about you. So you came to me and said, "Hey man," I mean, you literally came and said, "Hey man, I want you to call me suspect." What is behind that, man? Like, what made you want me to call you suspect on the court?
I say early in my basketball years, I was a part of the and one movement. All the names, the hot sauce and the AOs and this, that, and the third. So I named myself suspect.
Okay.
Just to throw it out there for once. But as I was playing, I was making a lot of victims. And, when you have a victim, you look for the suspect. So that's where the name suspect came from. Just stuck with me since 2005.
Wow.
I've been around it ever since.
Yeah, I was like, suspect, why would he want to be called? But I get it now. So you saying, like, you commit murder, but on the court.
Of course.
That's what you're saying? So you killing him.
First degree.
All right, got you.
Yes, sir.
I got
yes,
you,
sir.
man.
First degree.
Well, man, enough about basketball. We talk about brotherhoods and stuff like that. How do you feel like your team as a brotherhood? Like, how do you feel you guys mesh?
We're building a brotherhood there. They accepted me with open arms and allowed me to come in and be a leader to this team. I respect everyone that's on the team. I don't look at no one different than the other. When I speak to them with respect. You know, and with me, accountability is big. You know, and like my brothers, I hold them accountable. You know, so if we plan practice or whatever the case may be, I expect you to be there and hold yourself accountable. You know, if you can't show up to practice or the little things that we do on the outside, you can't expect to be sufficient when the game starts.
So the whole Allen Iverson practice thing, you ain't down with that?
Oh no,
You want everybody to be in practice.
Does commits perfection.
That's true.
Don't makes perfect.
That's right, man. Well, I mean, with all the basketball stuff and the team stuff, man, is there something about Jay that we don't know that you can tell us, man?
I'm a go-getter.
All right.
You know, I'm efficient, I'm persistent and consistent. You know, and anything I do, I give my all to. You know, in this league, I give my all to it. You know, I like to see things through. I like to enjoy the full camaraderie of everything that I put my mind to.
That's good. Well, you heard it here first, folks. This is Jay, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, sir.
The suspect for murder on the court.
Yes, sir.
That concludes our section. Thank you.
All right, welcome back to Let's Hoop. So, fellas, let's get right into it. MVP race. Who you got?
I guess I'll go. I got Gino for the Blazers. Gino is hands down. He's right now. He is the Blazers.
Okay.
I mean, that dude he had 30 some odd points, I think, the last game. So, got to go with Gino. Then Khalil, I call him Go-Go Gadget Arms. That dude, I call him that because his arm's real long. So, I mean, he has been a bright spot. I didn't know what he was going to do. I wanted to draft him, but I didn't have a pick during that time, so I couldn't draft him. But anyway, he has been a pleasant surprise, so I like what he's doing. And I have to give a shout-out to a guy that's on a 4-0 team named Joshua White. Very consistent. Inside out, outside game is on point. He's the leader of his team, and you can tell that's why they're 4-0. So that's what I would go with.
Gino, for sure. Most valuable player, I'd have to go with Gino. Trey John from the Panthers, that's also a great, solid guy because when he turns on the burners, he turns on the burners. And for my third, so many out there, but I'll have to go with Miles. Miles, I mean, that's a bucket right there. And it doesn't matter what he's doing, shooting, taking you to the basket, he's finding people. I mean, he's really hooping out there.
Okay. All right. Hold on. We just had the commissioner's corner, right?
Right.
And who was our special guest? Jay.
Yeah.
So y'all mean to tell me, I mean, what's up with Suspect? Is he not in the running for MVP?
Man.
What?
I mean, I understand.
I mean, he said, what did he say?
He did say his team was making the playoffs.
That's it, period.
He
So
guaranteed it like Charles Barkley.
He stamped that thing.
One thing we'll say, we're 4 games in. You know, 6 more games to go. You got to show me something.
Well, I mean, I'm not disrespecting the guy.
No.
He's doing his thing. But, I mean, this is MVP. This is like a very, very important, thing. And it's so many players that we have that are talented that we're probably not mentioning. So somebody else will have a different opinion than we have.
Yeah.
But Jay's up there, though. I mean, I would say he's at least, I would say top 8. For sure. You know what I'm saying
Top
right
8.
now. Top 8 right now. I'm not putting him at 8. I'm just saying, like, I would say top 8.
I can do top 10. Top 10.
Yeah, somewhere in there. But no disrespect to him. But I mean, this might add fuel to his fire. He always talking about
it will.
killing people and stuff on the court. So I mean, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's talk about defensive players. Who will receive the reward for that?
It's tough. I mean, defense, it's been there, but I haven't seen a lot that stands out. Adrian from the Titans. I mean, he came in the league saying, "Coach, I'm gonna get that back." He got dunked on that draft night, but he said, "Coach, I'm gonna get that back."
He got dunked on.
He dunked on.
You
It
talk
was
about dunked on. Like, it was
and
bad.
he said, "Coach, I'm gonna get it back."
Right.
And the very first game, very first try, him and Khalil, they was up there.
Yeah. He picked
know?
that thing on the backboard so hard.
So I could put Adrian in Defensive Player of the Year, but it's up there for anybody.
It's a plethora of players that are out there that's playing some good defense. It's hard for me because I'm a defensive-minded guy, and it's just really hard. I mean, I would give him because of the block, but, I mean, I always, I don't like talking about my team like that, but I will say Drew because of the fact that what he did with Cairo when we played against him. I think Drew played great defense on him because, I mean, Cairo is hard to stop.
Yeah.
So I'll put him up there, but I'm not saying he will be number one. I'm just calling out some great defensive players.
Khalil's up there too.
Yes, he
Khalil's
is.
got a few blocks. Okay.
Yes.
He definitely protects the paint well.
Yes.
So I mean, you can go extend on.
Right. Inspector Gadget. Yep. He and I mean, I know I gotta give a shout out to the CEO because I know.
Oh yeah.
I know he is a defensive juggernaut. When he was on my team, he's a traitor. But when he was on my team, salt, more salt.
Yes.
But when he
Salty.
was on my team, he was my dog. Like if I wanted somebody to be stopped, I was basically telling him to sick him. You know what I'm saying? But I had to give him his props. I think he plays with his brain. He plays very cerebral, and he knows he has the length, and he has that little space and that little gap that he gives people. And I know that dude, so I got to give him his props.
He's not gonna let you beat him down court.
No. He got a lot of heart. It came from the Wolves. It's exuding.
from the Wolves?
It came from the
Okay.
Wolves. It came from the Wolves.
That's Coach Scott right there.
Right.
Hey man, I preach defense all the time. So hey, but
Have to get you one of the Titans practices one day.
it's
real.
all good. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about these rookies. Rookie of the year.
All right, so we just talked about Jay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw him in.
That's
that race.
definitely top
Yeah.
three right there.
Right. So we got Jay, obviously Cairo. We mentioned Cairo. Trying to think of
Khalil.
Khalil. Yeah,
Khalil's
that's the other.
in
Yeah.
here. Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
I
a lot
mean,
of people from that draft, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, this year has been something, man. It's been something different. But I do like our rookie class that came in. So that's what I see, early in the season right now. So
Maybe throwing a rookie versus veteran game coming in All-Star Weekend. Might be something to look forward to.
ideas.
What's going on, everybody? So we actually have one more segment for you tonight. This is our new segment. We're gonna throw this in here because I think it's gonna be kind of fun for us. Disclaimer: with this segment, y'all don't be in y'all feelings. We finna just talk that talk right now. All right. So this segment is called Keys to the Game with Key. Got to welcome our special guest, Kiana. Kiana, what's happening?
Hi.
So look. Key follows this game. She does our stats. She does the scoreboard. A lot of behind the scenes stuff that y'all don't know about. And so she is like in here when it comes to Skyway. So she pays attention to everything. So we just gonna chop it up, just about some fun things when it comes to the league in general. So keys to the game with Key. So if you look at just all of the teams, the overall spread of the teams when it comes to the league, what would you say is just something, if you had to say, I think every team needs a little bit of this, what would it be?
Practice for sure, because it seems like we have a lot of teams out here that play off of their best player. They utilize their best player and all of their weaknesses. They come out and they show in the game, and the performances are not there. So that's why a lot of teams are at the bottom like how they are. So personally, I believe that there are some teams that I feel like should be at the top, but they're not because they don't practice.
Oh, we calling them out. Who you talking about? We calling them out.
Well, Titans, I love you guys, but I have to call you out. You guys are my team I'm affiliated with, but I have to call you out. Who else? Who else? Because I don't really see you guys at the Boys and Girls Club, because I'm there, you know.
Who? She said, I'm there.
I'm always there. I always see the Blazers. I always see the Bulldogs. The Titans, a couple of y'all every once in a while. But no one else really. And I feel like, you know, there could be some potential to have some more teams that are up there when it comes to your records. But, you know, the records are showing, the performance in the games are showing, and hey, if you have a problem with what I'm saying, go ahead and make something different. Make a change.
Ooh. But no, you know what? But even to that point, because when it comes to practice, when it comes to, you know, just putting the time in, you know, when it comes to your games, like, you know, I have a lot of players, you know, they complain about their playing time, and, you know, I want to be traded because my playing time and all that kind of stuff. Again, y'all, don't take this to heart. We love y'all. But, I mean, it's a mentality thing. And, like, and one thing about it, you know, this isn't like a rec ball situation where it's just like, oh, we just going to make sure everybody get their time. Like, no, you have to earn minutes because everybody's trying to win. And, like, and nobody is exempt from that, even me. Like, y'all, like, Scott been on the show all night. That was my former coach. Like, he'll even tell you, like, nobody is exempt, not even me. Like, my minutes even suffered some last season because last season was probably arguably my worst season since I've been in the league. And my minutes suffered because of that. But I had a determination this year. I was like, yo, that's whack. Like, I want more minutes on the floor. Who doesn't want more minutes on the floor? But, like, I did something about it. Like, this off season, I was like, I'm going to work. It's almost like make your coach keep you on the floor.
Speaking of coaches, I think another aspect of the game that we're kind of drifting away from, and that I'm noticing also when it comes to these teams not winning, is not letting your coach be a coach. There are so many players on the floor that have more to say about coaching more so than the coach does. So if we're able to actually allow the coaches to be coaches, that would be awesome too. You know, because they're here for a reason. You know, to make you better.
Yeah.
Not to keep you stagnant.
Yeah. So. And the thing about it is, too, I think it all goes in understanding, too. Like, you know, that's one of the things about this league that's very different from any other league.
Right.
You know, most leagues, you just bring your team in. You know, most of the time, they're your boys. You've been hooping with them for a minute, whatever. But with us having this underlying tone of brotherhood, you know, we want you to meet new brothers. We want you to talk to new people. We want you to learn new people, new coaches, new whatever. So the idea is, you know, you come into this system where you have this coach and your brothers and, like, figure this thing out. It's like, you know, it's a family situation and, you know, you're not going to always agree. You're not going to always feel it. But figure this thing out. And when you get, like, you know, a lot of players, I just want to be traded. Right. You know, to be honest with you, like the way we see it here at Sky West, it's like, no, we don't want you to be traded.
Right.
We want you to be in this situation and figure this situation out.
Exactly.
Because if you apply it like that type of principle to life, you can't just come up against a life situation and be like, oh, trade me out this life situation. No, this life that you have is your life. So it's up to you to take the hand that you're dealt and figure out how to make it work. I know my philosophy has always been, when it comes to players that want more minutes, what is the hole on your team?
Right.
So if you got a void on your team where your team does not have that much shooting, you know what you need to be doing? Not going to LA Fitness running pickup games. Because when you go to LA Fitness and run pickup games, guarantee, how many shots you think you put up? And now, first of all, LA Fitness plays a lot of bad basketball, so it's not no ball movement. So you may put up 3-4 shots a game, maybe 5. And if you are that guy that's doing all the jacking, then, you know, you maybe put up maybe 10 bad shots in the game.
Correct.
But when you go to the gym and work on the game for yourself, you can get up 1,000 shots. Right. And so it's like, my team needs 3-point shooting, so let me go to the gym and put up 1,000 shots and become and develop my skill to be a shooter. Now I feel a void that's on my team. Now my coach needs me on the floor because I'm offering something that nobody else is offering. I know for me, coming up through high school, college, like whatever, any team I've been on it's been because of my defensive presence.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm the guy I'm gonna play D if I ain't gonna do nothing else. And that it keeps you gotta find what keeps you on the team, not
Right.
asking the coach for more minutes or not being traded somewhere hoping that this situation will be better because grass really ain't greener all the time.
Exactly. And it shows that, for some guys, maybe you guys aren't meant for team sports if you only look at your individual game, because basketball is a team sport at the end of the day.
This temperature. Woo! Hey,
I mean-
keys to the game with Key. I mean, look, hey, we coming with it for real in this segment. Like, hey, we just want to spell it out because I mean, at the end of the day, we want everybody to be successful in this league, and somebody got to tell the truth. And Key is that person. She gonna tell you the truth regardless. So, Key, anything else you wanna drop off? I mean, you done dropped some heat already. Anything else you wanna drop off in this segment before we close it out?
Don't get me wrong. I'm proud to be a part of something like SkyWest Sports Academy because it shows that, we can uplift people no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like. At the end of the day, I feel like this is a brotherhood, and I'm happy to be a part of it. And I'm very happy to see what's in store for the Boys and Girls Club SkyWest Sports Academy partnership.
We are very happy to have you a part of it. And thank you for everything you do behind the scenes that people don't know about. Y'all, this is definitely somebody you should appreciate, though, because she does a lot behind the scenes, again, that y'all don't know about. So this has been Keys to the Game with Key. And this has also been our episode of Let's Hoop. Thank you all for joining with us. And we'll see you next time on Let's Hoop.
Slowly driving me, and I'm gonna be beating on my craft day and night, and I won't stop until they call me the greatest.